You're walking in the woods. It could be a park, a walking path behind your house, or the expanses of a national forest. You know where you are. You're staying on the trail. Suddenly, you're overcome with a feeling of intense fear and panic. You lose all sense of self-preservation and run. This is not uncommon. It is a feeling described by amateur day trippers along with seasoned hikers. Your level of experience will not shield you from it, and there's no way to see it coming. If this has happened to you, you are not alone. The term found around the internet for this sensation is panic in the woods. In hundreds of accounts from all over the internet, most stories of panic in the woods play out the same way. During a routine trek in the wilderness, the sufferer starts feeling anxious. It feels like they're being watched from every direction. Many people report the area they're in becoming extremely quiet. They claim the feeling only dissipates when they run, fast and far away. A deleted user on Reddit explained it like this. So I am curious if anyone else out here has experienced the phenomenon known as panic in the woods. I have a few times in areas that were like my own backyard to me. It was always very random. The unsettling feeling, the loud buzzing, and the sheer terror of just needing to get out of the woods. This has happened to me about 3 times in my life. The last one was several years ago at a place I've spent many days lounging on the river in my favorite spot. I had been there many times before and many times afterwards, but had never had an experience as the one time I just needed to full speed run out of there. Just felt like some kind of dark presence there or something. I can't find too much information on this. Anyone have any info they can provide? As I mentioned before, this feeling is not reserved for amateurs. Veteran hikers, campers, hunters, and other outdoorsy types have fallen victim to panic in the woods. So what causes it? Well, there are a lot of theories. From a purely natural standpoint, it could be people psyching themselves out. It's not uncommon for people to convince themselves that there is something supernatural going on in an empty, unfamiliar space. Even familiar spaces can be twisted into something creepy by the human mind. This theory does line up with some of the experiences laid out by people who have been gripped by the panic in the woods. Another theory ties into the name of the malady itself. The ancient Greek god Pan was said to inspire sudden fear in lonely places, or panic. Some accounts report a feeling of being unwelcome, and attribute this feeling to Pan himself, pushing a visitor out of a sacred natural place. In one account I read, a hiker reported hearing a voice in his head telling him to leave and never come back during his moment of panic in the woods. The final theory is that the people experiencing panic in the woods are being hunted. Some hunters who have experienced panic in the woods liken it to being stalked by a large predator. Although the hunters could generally see what was stalking them on a hunt, during their panic in the woods there was no creature present. They felt the presence of something stalking them, but saw nothing. This has led some to propose that panic in the woods is caused by Bigfoot or another mythic creature closely watching a trespasser in its domain. Regardless of what you think causes panic in the woods, it is a tangible phenomenon. It is not exclusive to any one part of the world or any one type of person. It is something we can all share, no matter how terrifying it may be. So if you find yourself out in the woods alone, take a minute, and remember, stay calm. But, what do you think? Is panic in the woods real? Have you experienced it? Let me know in the comments or on Twitter at Unsolved. I'm also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. If you enjoy this content, consider liking and subscribing, and thanks for watching.